Imagine waking up tomorrow morning and discovering that every paper bill and every coin in your wallet has become completely worthless. The cash in your pocket can't buy a cup of coffee. ATMs no longer work. Stores refuse to accept banknotes. Street vendors shake their heads when you hand them cash. Everywhere you go, one message appears on every screen. Cash is no longer accepted. It sounds like something from a science fiction movie. But what if it actually happened? Would life become easier? Would crime disappear? Would governments gain more control? And what would happen if the internet suddenly went down in a world where every single payment was digital? Today, we're exploring one of the biggest financial questions of the future. What if cash completely disappeared? Let's find out. Cash has existed for thousands of years in different forms. From ancient coins made of gold and silver to the paper money we use today, physical currency has always represented trust. When you hold a banknote, you know you can exchange it for goods and services almost anywhere. But something interesting has been happening over the last decade. People are carrying less cash than ever before. Instead, they tap their phones, swipe their cards, scan QR codes, or even pay with smartwatches. For millions of people, cash has already become something they rarely use. Now imagine this trend reaching its final destination. No cash, anywhere. The first few days would probably be complete chaos. People would rush to stores trying to spend whatever cash they still had before it became useless. Banks would be overwhelmed. ATMs would have long lines, even though they could no longer dispense usable money. Businesses would struggle to explain the sudden change to confused customers. Many elderly people who rely on cash would feel completely lost. Street vendors and small shops without digital payment systems might have to close temporarily. For a short period, the economy could slow dramatically, but humans adapt surprisingly fast. Within weeks, nearly everyone would begin using digital payments for every purchase, buying groceries, paying rent, sending money to friends, ordering food, paying school fees. Everything would happen electronically. At first, this sounds incredibly convenient. No more counting change. No more torn banknotes, no more fake currency, no more wallets filled with coins. Losing your wallet would no longer mean losing your money. Instead, your money would exist safely inside your digital account. With a few taps, you could pay anyone in seconds. Businesses would save money because they wouldn't need to count cash every night or transport large amounts of money to banks. Governments would also save billions of dollars. Printing money isn't cheap. Every year, countries spend enormous amounts producing new banknotes, replacing damaged ones, transporting currency, protecting it from counterfeiters, and securing cash distribution across the nation. Without physical money, many of these costs would disappear. It sounds like everyone wins. But this is where things become much more interesting. Because every advantage comes with a hidden price. One of the biggest changes would be privacy. Think about the last time you bought something using cash. Unless someone was watching you, nobody knew exactly where you spent your money. Cash transactions leave almost no digital trail. Digital payments are different. Every payment creates data. Where you were, what you bought, when you bought it, how much you spent. Imagine every financial decision you make becoming part of a permanent digital record. Over months and years, this data can paint an incredibly detailed picture of your life. Your favorite restaurants, your travel habits, your hobbies, your medical expenses, even your daily routine. Some people see this as harmless convenience. Others see it as one of the greatest losses of personal privacy in history. Then comes another problem. Technology isn't perfect. Have you ever experienced your internet connection failing? Or your bank app crashing? Maybe your card stopped working for no obvious reason. Now imagine those same problems in a world where cash doesn't exist. A nationwide internet outage could stop millions of people from buying food. A cyber attack on major banks could freeze the economy. A software bug could prevent payments for hours. Even a simple power outage could leave entire neighborhoods unable to purchase basic necessities. Cash has one important advantage. It works without electricity, without Wi-Fi, without batteries, without software updates. When everything else fails, cash still works. Remove cash completely, and society becomes much more dependent on technology than ever before. Security would become another major challenge. Criminals always adapt. If there is no cash to steal, they won't simply disappear. Instead of robbing wallets, they may focus more on hacking accounts, stealing passwords, creating fake payment apps, and launching sophisticated cyber attacks. In many ways, crime would become more digital. Now let's talk about governments. A cashless society gives governments incredible visibility into the economy. Tax evasion becomes much harder. Money laundering becomes more difficult. Illegal businesses find it harder to hide their income. That's good news for honest taxpayers. But increased visibility also means increased power. Imagine if authorities could freeze someone's financial account instantly. Without cash, that person might not be able to buy food, pay transportation, or even purchase medicine until the issue is resolved. Whether you see this as necessary law enforcement or excessive control depends on your perspective. The same technology that protects society can also become incredibly powerful in the wrong hands. Now consider people who don't have access to banking. Around the world, millions of adults still don't have traditional bank accounts. Some live in remote areas. Some cannot meet banking requirements. Others simply don't trust financial institutions. Cash allows these people to participate in the economy. Without it, they could become financially excluded unless affordable digital alternatives become available. Small businesses would also face new challenges. Every digital payment usually involves processing fees. Those fees may seem tiny, but over thousands of transactions, they add up quickly. A local bakery, family-owned grocery store, or neighborhood cafe could lose a significant portion of its revenue just through payment processing. Cash allows businesses to avoid many of these costs. Without cash, those expenses become unavoidable. Now let's imagine another scenario. You're traveling in another country. Normally you exchange your money for local currency, but in a completely cashless world, international payments become much simpler. Your phone automatically converts currencies. You pay instantly. No exchange counters, no carrying large amounts of foreign cash, no worrying about losing your wallet while traveling. Global commerce could become faster than ever before. This is one reason many experts believe the world is naturally moving toward digital payments. But does that mean cash will completely disappear? Probably not, at least not anytime soon. Many countries have already reduced cash usage dramatically. In some places, you can spend days without touching a single banknote, yet central banks continue printing money. Why? Because cash provides something digital systems cannot fully replace: resilience, independence, and universal accessibility. Even if digital payments dominate everyday life, physical cash acts as a backup when technology fails. It's like having a spare tire. You hope you never need it. But when something goes wrong, you're glad it's there. The future may not be a battle between cash and digital money. Instead, it could be a balance between both. Digital payments offer incredible speed and convenience. Cash offers reliability, privacy, and independence. Perhaps the smartest financial system is one that gives people the freedom to choose. As technology continues to evolve, new forms of money are already emerging. Digital wallets, instant payment networks, cryptocurrencies, and even digital currencies issued directly by central banks. The way humans use money has changed many times throughout history, from shells to metal coins, from paper money to plastic cards, from cards to smartphones. The next chapter is already being written. The real question isn't whether technology will change money. It definitely will. The real question is how much control, privacy, and freedom we're willing to exchange for convenience. So, if someone offered you a future where payments are instant, wallets disappear, theft becomes harder, and buying anything takes only a second, but every transaction is permanently recorded and your money depends entirely on technology, would you accept that world? Or would you still want a few paper bills in your pocket, just in case? The future of money isn't just about technology, it's about trust. And the choices we make today will shape how every generation after us earns, spends, and saves. So here's a question for you. If your country announced tomorrow that cash would disappear forever, would you support the decision, or would you fight to keep physical money alive? Let us know your answer in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more thought-provoking stories about money, wealth, and the future of finance